Meet Sarah, a single mom of two, just trying to make it through each month like so many of us do. She's juggling kids, bills, and the constant worry of whether she'll have enough to cover everything. That daily stress, it's real. But today, I want to share how Sarah managed to turn her situation around, not by working overtime or winning the lottery, but by combining a smart part-time job with the right government benefits. And she's not just surviving anymore, she's finally starting to thrive. This isn't just about numbers, it's about real-life survival. So if you're a single parent feeling like you're drowning in financial stress, I promise, Sarah's story will hit home. Sarah is just like so many of us, a hardworking mom doing everything she can to make sure her kids are safe, fed, and cared for. But let's be honest, life's not easy, especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Her monthly bills were piling up. She was doing her best working 2 part-time jobs, but even with all that effort, it still wasn't enough. Rent was high, groceries were getting more expensive by the week, and she couldn't even afford a simple outing with her kids on the weekend. Like many single moms, Sarah often felt like she was one emergency away from falling apart. Whether it was a car repair, an unexpected medical bill, or one of her kids needing something she couldn't afford, it was always something. There were nights when she'd lie awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling, wondering how she was going to make ends meet the next month. She had dreams, big ones, but reality? It felt like she was stuck in a cycle with no way out. And yet, Sarah didn't give up. She knew something had to change. She didn't want to just get by anymore. She wanted stability, a chance to plan, to save, to breathe. That's when she started digging into how to make the most of what she already had, and how to bring in a little more. She found a remote customer service job that paid $1,500 per month for just 25 hours a week. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. The flexibility was everything. She could schedule her hours around her kids' school day. She could be there for pickup, help with homework, and still earn enough to move forward. That freedom alone gave her a sense of control she hadn't felt in years. Of course, working from home wasn't always easy. Sarah had to find ways to stay focused while the kids were home. There were meltdowns, spilled juice on the laptop, loud cartoons during phone calls. But through it all, she stuck with it. And what made the biggest difference? Sarah learned how to combine her income with the right benefits, instead of thinking it had to be either or. Let's break it down. Sarah brings in $1,500 per month from her part-time job, but she also qualifies for SNAP benefits, $500 per month, which fully covers her grocery bill. That alone lifts a huge burden. She also receives Section 8 housing assistance. That means instead of paying the full market rent for her apartment, which is around $1,500, she only pays $500 out of pocket. That's a savings of $1,000 per month. And with Medicaid, she and her kids have free health care. No monthly premiums, no big medical bills. That's another $500 or more saved every single month. So when you do the math, $1,500 from her job, plus $500 in SNAP benefits, plus $1,000 in rent savings, and approximately $500 in healthcare savings, Sarah is effectively living on $3,500 per month between her income and benefits. Now let's look at how she manages her monthly expenses. Rent is $500, paid out of pocket. Groceries are $500, fully covered by SNAP. Utilities are $200, paid from her paycheck. Transportation, $100 for public transit or gas. That brings her total out-of-pocket spending to just $800 per month, which means Sarah has around $700 left over every single month to use for savings, debt repayment, or those little extras that make life feel normal again. And that breathing room? It's life-changing. For the first time, Sarah has a cushion. She's not panicking when something unexpected happens. She's able to start paying down credit card debt. She's saving for a rainy day. She even took her kids out to a movie last weekend and didn't have to feel guilty about it. And most importantly, she finally feels a sense of hope, a sense that things can improve, that she's no longer constantly behind, just trying to catch up. Sarah's story proves something powerful. You don't have to be rich to live well. You just have to be smart with what you've got. By combining part-time income with the right support, she built a better life, on her own terms. She didn't have to give up time with her kids. She didn't have to burn out working 60-hour weeks. She used the systems available to her, and now she has both freedom and stability. You might not hear these kinds of stories often. Most people don't talk about the benefits they rely on, even though they could help others. But stories like Sarah's deserve to be heard because they can spark change, offer guidance, and give someone else the courage to ask for help. If Sarah's story resonated with you, this is your moment. Subscribe for more real-life strategies to stretch your income, find remote work that fits your lifestyle, and make every dollar count. Like this video to support the channel, and share it with a friend who might be feeling stuck right now. Because Sarah isn't an exception. She's proof. And if she can turn things around, so can you. Thanks for watching Unlock Your Perks. Live smarter, not harder. We'll see you in the next video.